Hey everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today here on Blind Whiskey Reviews, the most honest reviews on YouTube. If you haven't already, don't forget, click that subscribe button down below and click the bell notification next to it so that way you'll know every time I upload a new video and every time I'm starting a new live stream. And speaking of live streams, I just want to say thank you to everybody who joined me this past Sunday for the live stream we did where we did a live Speedy sample review. We talked about the whole Speedy sample review summer bonanza we did where I did 7 days in a row of Speedy sample reviews, and I had a special guest, Jason from the Mash and Drum, come on and talk a little bit about Cornerstone and just whiskey in general. So we had a great time. Thank you for joining me. If you guys want, you can catch the replay. I'll link it up here for you, and you can check that out. As always, today we are doing another Speedy sample review. In these two boxes, we've got 24 samples of whiskey. These are made up of whiskey sent to me by distilleries to review, whiskey sent to me by friends in the whiskey world, and whiskeys that I've already reviewed, put in a sample bottle a few months after that bottle was opened so we can see how that whiskey's doing with a little bit of airtime. And if this is a re-review, I will link it up here and in the description below. Alright, so let's get to the review. Today we're going to be using my cell phone because my tablet is dead, so I've got 24 samples programmed into the random number generator. I hope you guys can see this. We're going to generate a number, and that number is 10. So sample number 10. So we've got 4, 8, 9, and 10. Grab the bottle, pour a little, oh, that's a first. Pour a little bit of this. Looks rather light in color from here. Put it back in the box. All right. Yeah, we've got like a light amber, kind of copperish color. A lot of sweetness on the nose. Definitely some light fruitiness there. Caramel, vanilla. Oh, I just got a whiff of maybe like some rye spice there. A little bit of an herbal quality. Yeah, it definitely got some spicy notes. Almost maybe like a hint of dill. And the longer that I let this sit and the more I spin it, the more dill I'm getting. So, let's quit wasting time and get to the palate. Cheers. All right. Yeah, first thing that hits your palate is definitely like that apple character, like pear. Not much into the red fruit category. Really kind of stay in those light kind of tree fruits. Get another sip here. Mid palate, it sweetens up. You get a little bit of those caramel and vanilla characters. A little bit of like a doughiness almost. Back of the palate, give you a little bit more spice. And it stays still sweet there. We got a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of those herbal qualities. I feel like I'm tasting the slightest hint of a dill character, but it's not overwhelming in this. It's there, but it's just more of a blend in or an accent with the rest of these flavors. Definitely still finished sweet. Got a medium finish. Kind of like the light end of medium on the finish length. Mouth feels like thin to medium. Proof feels like it's about 90 or so. But so far, so good. I'm liking what I'm tasting here. I like the flavors. I like I'm not tasting the dill anymore either. I like the flavors. I like the fruity characters. I like that it kind of converts at each level of the palate. You know, front, middle, and back of your palate are all kind of different. I could maybe use a touch more complexity, or maybe not even complexity so much as depth. I could use maybe a few deeper notes, maybe more of like a rich, woody note, or some of those deeper fruit notes sound like they'd kind of go well into this. But I mean, not to say I don't like what I'm tasting here. I think it's definitely good. nothing's knocking my socks off, but a very solid whiskey. So I'm going to give this a Speedy sample review score of an 82. I think it's very solid, very drinkable. Let's see what it is. This is Wild Turkey 101 Rye. And this was a sample provided by Cooper 57M. Bill, we got you another one of your samples coming up. We just had you on the live stream this past weekend, so thank you again for sending this sample. I've had the 101 Rye, and I need to get a bottle of this. I really want to get a bottle of this to have around the house. It really is a fantastic drinking rye. It's got a lot of good flavors, a lot of nice spice. It's not too crazy. Now, when you compare this, and this is kind of a good comparison, but when you compare this to the Cornerstone that I just reviewed last week, if you guys haven't checked that out, I did a brand new segment where I reviewed Cornerstone. It wasn't blind, it's just kind of my thoughts on a brand new opening of a bottle. I will again link that up here if you want to check that video out. But what this lacks, Cornerstone has. Cornerstone has more age on it, it has more depth on it. It has a lot of these same flavors, but just more of them and more flavors in addition to it. So this is fantastic. It's a great light drinking rye. I think this will also make a fantastic cocktail rye. So I think this will be an amazing old fashioned. We're definitely gonna be doing that. I'll definitely be picking up a bottle of this. I think it's great. I think it's a little bit hard to find depending on what state you're in, and depending, it might not be super inexpensive. I think I generally see this go for in the mid 30s to almost $40 range for a 1 liter bottle, which isn't outrageous, but it's definitely not cheap. But definitely a very good, solid drinking whiskey. So if you've had the Wild Turkey 101 Rye, let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. I think it's fantastic, and I say go grab a bottle if you get the chance. As always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at blind_reviews. You can follow me at Mission Bottle Kill on Instagram, mission_bottle_kill. If you want to check out me reposting a bunch of pictures from all over the world of people emptying out great bottles of whiskey, and if you'd like me to repost your picture, just tag me on when you put up your photo, and I'll repost it for you. And as always, you can send me an email at blindwhiskeyreviews, that's whiskey with an E, @gmail.com. And until next time, cheers.